Hola and welcome to today's episode. And you know what we're making? We have two recipes for you. I'm doing my Mexican street tacos and I'm making some capirotada. It's a Mexican bread pudding and I'm going to be making it the traditional way. So we'll get started right now with our carne. And what I'm doing with our little tacos, this is finely diced meat. You can buy that at your grocery store. You can find it, dice it, and it's like a carne de res. You know, it's just a small cut of meat. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add it to our bowl. And this is about 1.5 pounds. You know, you can go up to 2 pounds, easy. So see how fine diced it is? Oh yeah. And that's, you know, you could do it yourself, but for the street tacos, woo, you need them finely diced. Whoa, hey, there's one left there. Come on, get in there. All right, so with this recipe, we're gonna go ahead and add a teaspoon of the cumin. It's a ground cumin, so we're gonna sprinkle it in. See? Then we have 1 teaspoon of the oregano, and I'm using the Mexican oregano. It's totally up to you. Ooh, the aroma's already, they're getting me. And then 1 tablespoon of Linditas, and I'm using the mild mix. You can use the hot. If you want to get on the hot side, go ahead. 1 tablespoon and 1/2 teaspoon of your black pepper. The aromas are just like eeks. And then, of course, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to toss that in there. Put this aside. I'm going to add a little oil, and I'm using a canola oil. It's about a tablespoon of the canola oil. We're going to go ahead and just mix it up a little bit. I'm going to do that cha-cha-cha. Okay, so we got that mixed up a little bit. I'm going to add 3 cloves, okay? And they're pretty large, you know. I love, obviously, you know, the garlic goes really well. Oh, there's a little, yeah, get that out of there. We're going to mash these down. And you can also, you know, mince them too. So I like mine mashed. These are big cloves. Da, 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 da. I know, I gotta add a little rhythm to that. It tastes better when you do that. All right, and then we're gonna add two limes. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my fork. I've already rolled them out. You kind of squeeze them out, get them nice and soft, okay? So we're gonna add the juice. And if you drop a seed in there, don't worry about it. It goes down really smooth. Did that make sense? My son is looking at me kind of, okay, Mama. Yeah. But it's true. It's a true thing. All right, let's squeeze these in there. Oh. Okay, that doesn't go there. You can throw it in there if you want. No, you don't. Okay. Así. Uno más. Oh, and you know what the lime will actually do? Is actually kind of cook the meat. It will. You'll see, it'll be browned. It browns the meat, and it gives it that flavor. We're going to add a little bit of water to my little molcajete for my cloves, just to loosen it up. Whoa, it's a big piece in there. I'm just going to pull that out. I'm going to drop it right in. It's got to have a little jingle to everything, you know? So go ahead and mix it. And what you can also do is you can leave it in the bowl and just put a cover on it and stick it in the refrigerator. Or what I like to do is I actually like to put it in a bag, because what I prefer to do is, cook it or put it in overnight. That's even better. But at least 4 hours. You want 4 hours. And you'll see. Let's toss that in. Whew, one's trying to get away. It's the same one that wouldn't go in the pan here in the bowl. Oh, and you put it in overnight, like I said. I prefer to do that. And it tenderizes the meat. The lime will actually help tenderize it. All right, so we're going to toss all this in there. Perfect. Okay, gonna have to use my manitas here. Toss the rest in. I should have just done that. All right, we're gonna put it in the zipper bag. Close it up. And we're gonna stick it in the fridge, all right? And you can take it out on occasion and just mix it around, okay? Whoa, I almost mixed it all the way out. All right, zip it up. Showtime. All right, look how beautiful that looks in there. It's gonna taste so good too. So we're gonna stick that in the fridge here, and I'm gonna clean up, and then we're gonna get started on our capirotada, okay? So let's do it. What you'll need is 4 cups of water, and you wanna bring it to a nice boil. We're gonna go ahead and add 1.5 cups, or you can add 2, if you like it on the sweet side. So we're gonna add our sugar, and I'm using the white, just plain sugar, and we're gonna just stir it until it dissolves and it becomes clear. So now the water is clear with the sugar. We're gonna go ahead and add our cinnamon sticks, and you're gonna need 6. This size cinnamon sticks. We're gonna throw in 6. Toss them in there. I got mine at the Mexican store. It's a tiendita. And boy, I got a whole bundle. So what you wanna do is bring it to a nice boil. Again, bring it to a nice boil. And then we'll stop it when it turns into like a tea color. Okay, so let's get them boiling. So this has been boiling, and this is the color that you want. Nice and lightly, just a golden brown like that. You can leave it in longer, but this is what you're looking for. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the cinnamon. I'm gonna turn it off and remove them. Oh, the aroma of cinnamon just smells so good. Okay, so it's ready. Oh yeah. I might have to strain it a little bit to take out some of the pieces, but it's ready to go. Like I said earlier in the show, I was gonna make this traditional, Mexican bread pudding. And actually it's our Torres traditional bread pudding. So I'm gonna get started. We just got our toast. I have already 16 done, and they've already been buttered. So all you need to do this is you wanna gently, toast them. Toast and just lightly butter. And I did use a stick of butter. And you're not gonna use the whole thing. Okay, so we're gonna go like that. We're gonna just do one more, because I've already gone ahead and buttered them up for you. And we're using the traditional white bread. That's what we had back in the day when I was growing up, we used that. And to get started, we're gonna go ahead and spray our dish, just slightly. And then I'm gonna just use this to just rub on the sides. I'll put that over there. And now we get started with the process. Okay, so we're gonna lay our bread down. So we're gonna do Let's lay them across just like that. For 6. And then, before I get started with that, I just want to show you on the, when you get them at the grocery store, you get them already chopped, right? And I'm using pecans. And there's a reason I'm using pecans, because back in San Antonio, actually, these pecans that are right here are from my grandmother's house. And I grew up with having pecans drop. When they were in season, you'd be walking and clunk. And believe me, we would have fun picking them all up. So these are actually from my grandma's house. And my mom, and now my sister Chabelita, she lives there now too. So you get them at the store, you can put them in a bag. If they're too big, not everybody has a pecan tree in their yard, right? So what I like to do is just get them in the bag, and I use my little molcajete stone and just mash them down a little bit. Kind of so you can sprinkle them on. And a lot of people use they use peanuts, or they use other types of, nuts, walnuts, but I'm using our traditional pecans. All right, whoa, good thing it's in a bag, no? Okay, my son is cracking up over there. It's okay, it's showtime. So now you have your 6 laying there, right? Just like this. You want to add some cheese on the top. And I'm using 2 cups of the shredded sharp cheddar. Okay, we're gonna go like this. Just, give them a nice little cover there. And we're gonna I use raisins. Again, you can use the light colored, this is what I'm using. This is our traditional way of making our capirotada. So you wanna sprinkle them on there. Let's see. And if you don't like raisins, use your favorite, fruit as well. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and use my my pecans that are in this bag that won't open up anymore. I'm gonna put them back in this little bowl. Come on. Yeah. I'm gonna just sprinkle some of this over the top. Just like that. Now, the mixture that I had, when I first started, I started with 4 cups. And actually the recipe is like 4 cups and 2/3. And that's the actual amount that you have for this recipe. But we started out with the 4, and of course it boils down, and it will. So you want to slowly add it to your bread and cheese, the mixture. Boy, I've got some great stories when I was growing up, because this is a recipe that just reminds me of my childhood and being at my grandma's. Mi abuelito, him in the whip. There's a story behind that. One day I'll share it. But so we'll set this aside, and then we're just gonna go ahead and just continue this process. Okay, so you just layer it up again. Okay, and again we're gonna just repeat the process. You get the sweetness and the cheese with the raisins. I can feel them around me right now, embracing me. Oh, because this is our family traditional capirotada recipe. And I used to love it because, it was something sweet. It's a dessert. You can make it anytime. And usually when they'd make this, it was like during the, Easter, spring. But we had it all the time. It's seasonal. You can make this dessert any time of the year. And it's always good, and it tastes just the same every time. Delicious. Yay. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I know I'm getting the signal over there. Now you want to soak it. Perfect. You gotta leave a little bit for the end, okay? So, Let's see. Yeah, you know, I said something about my grandfather and the whip. He used to have this whip that, you know, I guess when they were out in the fields, you know, they wouldn't whip anybody, but, you know, the cattle or whatever, I had no idea. I never found out. I never got whipped either. But he used to have this little whip in the kitchen in case we got out of hand. That's what he would say. I have it there just in case. He was so cute, my pop. Oh, they were all wonderful. I'm going to just leave that there. And we're going to add, not the rest. I might not use it all. But I do like raisins. Ooh. Throw some on the side. My brother and my sister, they'll relate to the stories I'm telling you. Because we always wondered about that with my grandpas. My abuelito Rafael. And my dad's name was Panchito. That's what his nickname was. Or Francisco, Panchito. Boy, all the memories are just coming back. Ay, ay, ay. And I have my oven, just to let you know, set at 350. 350. And 350, and then I'm going to go ahead and foil it and toss it in the oven. Make sure that you get the ends here, the corners. Perfect. It'll soak. And when it cooks, I'm going to go ahead and foil it. See? Well, and we're going to pop it in the oven for 30 minutes. You can, you know, a lot of people do like to take off the top after 20 minutes and let it kind of crisp up, but you don't have to do that, okay? We never did, but just saying. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and toss it in. I'll clean up a little bit and let's get started on our street tacos. And they're going to be walking away here in a little bit. All right, so hang in there. All right, so this is my my meat that's been marinating. And like I said, it's about a pot. You can go up to 2 pounds of meat. Ay, ay, ay. And it's on a medium heat. I'm going to lower it a little bit. Just a little bit. And this is going to cook up for, according to your taste, could be up to 10 minutes. Okay, we'll let those cook up. I got my tortillas here. I'm using flour and corn. All right, I'm going to throw these in my tortilla warmer. Oh, yeah. Then I'm going to add some of the corn. Cook those up. Meanwhile, we'll stir these up. I'm going to turn up the heat up a little bit more to the medium, more of a medium-high heat. We'll cook the juices down a little bit. Oh my. Ay, ay, ay. I did taste a little bit, and guess what? It needs a little bit more salt. So go ahead and do that. When you're doing your dish, just taste it. It's caramelizing a little bit. And now, this is a good time to just turn it off. Just like that. We'll flip our tortillas. Ooh. Give them one more spin and take them off. All right. The timer has gone off, and I'm just going to whip it right out and set it up here. Oh my, my, my. I'm gonna leave the cover on there to kind of keep it nice and warm, okay? So let's get ready to set it up. What an awesome, awesome episode this was to make for you. It just brought back so many wonderful memories of my family in la casa de mi abuela. And my mom lived there, my sister in San Antonio, and we would make this traditional capirotada, this bread pudding, and it's to the T. And all the wonderful spices that went into this street taco. And just you saw the little steps that we took to make this up. And all the fixings, so you add a little queso fresco, some jalapeno, you know, your cilantro, some onion, and a little, I use a little, you can use shredded lettuce or cabbage. Either way. And of course you can top it off with Linditas. And I just want to do a little shout out to my friends, my sponsors. Once you eat this meal, you're going to have to be going down to Basma Fitness, Dance Fitness, and work it off because this is so delicious. And my Keisha for the wonderful jewelry that she's been making. And I've had some of my viewers call in and find out where I'm getting it. And Keisha is amazing because she will specialize, you know, the jewelry that you would like. And she is a perfectionist as well and a beautiful artist. And Latin Life Denver, let me tell you, they know what's happening in the city and in the States. So check them out. So go right to my credits and you'll see all their information right on there. So we'll get all hooked up and it's a community, no? I just want to say, I hope you enjoy. And until next time, mis amigos, go to linditasalsa.com, check out our recipes, and we've got tons of them, and place an order of Linditas. And until next time, salud, mis amigos.